You're right, all. So early on today, I'll be honest, I broke my hand. As you can see, I did that by boxing, by the way. So for anyone who does boxing, make sure you wrap up your hands because I learnt a lesson. I punched my mate's forehead by accident. Well, obviously hit the target, but hit him as he was coming forward, and then banged right into his hand and broke basically that finger there. Anyway, when I was at the hospital, this is where it led me to, and I was sat there for a long period of time, and I had the Sun newspaper next to me, which I happened to read, and this story here really got my attention. So for anyone who hasn't seen it, there's a Channel 4 programme. Channel 4 has done a lot of insidious programmes over the time. Black Mirror, Humans, which is about the future with robots, like these humanoid robots that come out. Black Mirror shows you the dangers of technology. Again, it's them showing their hand, what they're planning to unveil onto the population before they do it. It's called predictive programming. These are all things you can look up online. People can delve into it more. But this one in particular is about human meat. And in fact, you know what? Utopia is by Channel 4 as well. So you've got some really big hitting documentaries and dramas made by Channel 4. Some really insidious sort of predictive programming. Utopia, again, is about a certain medical a virus that gets released into the population, designed to terrify everybody into taking a certain medical procedure, which is designed to sterilise them. Sound familiar? And basically, if the population don't take that medical procedure, the secretive elites will unleash a proper virus that will make them take a medical procedure because it would terrify them so much. And anyway, Channel 4, again, prodding around. What's it say? Some might argue that if we didn't exploit the poor, meat grown from human flesh could be the most ethical there is. I think that's from a Charles Dickens book. But this to me is just prodding around and getting this sort of normalised. Naked education. I'm sure that's another Channel 4 programme. That's what I was trying to remember. Naked education is like where adults strip off towards in front of kids and show them their body parts, which is just basically paedophilia, really, isn't it? I'm sorry for the long-winded talk here, but I'll get to the point now. I just wanted to give a bit of a backdrop to all the stuff Channel 4 has done. The BBC take most of the flak, but Channel 4 are bloody bad as well. So this one, they're putting into the psyche of the human population, the public, to eat human meat. Now, there's a film called Soylent Green, for anyone who hasn't seen it, and it's basically set in around 2022 in New York, and the government are giving out these biscuits to the starving public, to the point where people are starving that badly they're fighting for the biscuits. And it's a big mystery what Soylent Green is, and this is basically, it turns out in the end it's recycled humans. Spoiler alert, sorry, but that's what it turns out to be in the end. Now in 2020, well, for a long time now, for a good couple of years, they've been pushing all this plant-based protein and all this soy-based food, soy-based proteins, and now they're coming out saying they can grow from a bit of your DNA, can grow some human meat out of it in a lab, and then you'd be consuming human meat. You'd be a cannibal, basically. You look at, maybe that's why they released that Jeffrey Dahmer video recently, actually. The Dahmer drama. Got a good ring to that. The Dahmer drama. Maybe that's why they've released that, because it kind of conditions people to cannibalism. And now you've got this program on Channel 4 about eating human meat. And it's like, as usual, the climate change nonsense and the global emergencies that they've made up are going to be used to kind of normalise it and push it. And it's quite scary, really, to think people could be eating human meat. Remember that horse scandal a couple of years ago? Maybe that was gauging the reaction of the public to see what would happen if they released, well, we've been giving you human meat. And it's quite, I always feel a sickening, if I ever have any of these sort of crisps that have got all this protein in them, all of a sudden I'm a bit sceptical of it. So maybe even I've done it and not been aware of it. But it's just a thought. What's the name of the programme? British Miracle Meat. I should have highlighted a few points really before I got to this. But yeah, the general rant, the general gist, you get it. But also on the other page, you've got these two footballers who've died recently. And, like 49, I think the other guy was 69. No, footballers, 69, yeah, fair enough. But 49 is quite young, but it's like there's no real telling for why they've died. And obviously, there's a lot of people dying of heart attacks and sudden deaths and all the rest of it. Which leads me on to, excuse me, broken hand. Oh, bloody hell it is. Yeah, the S Club 7 lad who sadly passed away at 46-year-old from heart problems. Maybe he'd already had heart problems, but something that caught my eye as well with the S Club members. You notice the old Baphomet thing they've got. Sorry, I'm trying to focus with one hand there because of me. But look at the fingers down there, the old Baphomet. With I think it's Joe, I think her name is, and the mixed race lad or black lad on the far right. They're both doing the old Baphomet, aren't they? Whether it's by accident or deliberate, I really don't know. But it's just something I picked up on. Yeah, I think that's about it. Cheers.